Good evening, bonsoir, boa noite, dumelale bitzalaka Q Richard, and you are tuned in live for the interview with Little Richie. You can join me every Thursday at 7 p.m. only on Instagram at Little Richie _ZA. I just want to thank everybody for those who has been continuously watching me every Thursday. Welcome back. And for everyone that is new, the Wi-Fi password is hashtag the interview with Little Richie. Last week, Thursday, you saw me speaking to the incredible and sensational vocalist, artist, singer, songwriter, music extraordinaire, and talented educational musician going by the name of Courtney Williams. Her stage name is Chorus. If you're not familiar with who Chorus is, you can find her at Chorus Official on Instagram. There's also a link to her music in my profile. So yep, tonight we're talking to Wasim, and I am so excited because it's going to be an interesting conversation. It's going to be a really fun time, and I am looking forward to it. I just want to remind everybody that's out there, despite everything that is happening, but if you are pushing towards something, be yourself, do you, and continue pushing regardless of what other people are saying. At the same time, stop going around saying that you've got haters, because people are not out here hating you. Sometimes people just don't see the same vision that you have been entrusted with. So you need to fulfill your vision. You need to see your vision through, and you just need to know that people are not hating. They just don't get your vision. And once you stick to who you are and stick true to yourself, everything will be a-okay. And that's all I have to say about that. Other than that, we're speaking to Wasim, and he's an incredible and talented makeup artist. Before I continue just rambling, I think let's add him onto this conversation.
Yeah.
Again, I said if anyone has any questions, this is an interactive type of interview with Little Richie. So if you've got any questions, anything you want to say, please do drop it in the comment section below. So yep, I think we are ready. Hey!
Hey guys, I'm going to just before we start, is my signal okay? Because there's an issue with my Wi-Fi. If it is, I'll just switch over to data.
Okay, it's okay so far I can see you clearly. It's just a bit slow.
You can hear me as well?
I can hear you.
A bit slow. Is it fine for you, or should I switch?
It's fine for now.
It's fine for now?
Yeah, it's fine for now.
Okay, cool.
Awesome stuff. You know what? I was speaking to a friend and I was preparing myself to introduce you. And I was like, so I'm going to be like, Wasim Mua. And look at, I'm familiar with what MUA stands for. But for some reason, with just name and with your Instagram handle, Wasim _MUA, I was just like, okay, it's Wasim Mua. And just to realize that MUA is what artist. But we all learn from these things, right? How are you doing?
We do. Do me a favor. I'm going to reconnect the call with you. Let me switch my data because your line is breaking up. Is it okay if I join you? Like, give me just like 2 minutes and I'll be up with you guys shortly. Is that cool?
That's cool.
Okay, cool. I'll see you now.
Awesome stuff. Okay, so while we wait for Wasim, I just want to give an introduction about the 5 pillars which I base my brand on, the brand Little Richie. Anything that I do or anything that I embark on has these 5 key pillars, which is share, create, connect, inspire, and engage. Share is not about sharing on Facebook or sharing on Instagram or sharing so that I can be likes, but sharing is the sharing of knowledge. And that is why I'm doing these interviews, is that it's different people in different walks of life but they're coming from a point of where they can share their knowledge and share how they do what they do, and what it is that they pass through or conquer in order to become successful. Connect. It is important for us to continue to networking. It is important for us to be plugged in with what is really happening with the current times and engage. As I said, the platform is open. If you want to DM me, if you want to leave a comment below, if you want to ask our people that's involved questions, you are welcome to do so. And then, like it is empowered to just keep those pillars growing, inspire. The whole key about doing the interview with Larivici, is the hope of inspiring everybody out there that's watching to say, if they done it, this is how they done it, this is what they're conquering, this is what they're going through, and this is probably what I can do. For me, what is important right now is to inspire not only my clique or my friends, my family, but my generation. We are in fortunate times, even though we're still fighting certain things that our forefathers were fighting. But we are in awesome times. We're in great times. Like, technology is allowing us to just do the most. And yeah, let's just conquer, let's just seize, and let's keep focused and stay tuned. As I said, this evening we're talking to Wasim. He's a makeup artist, professional makeup artist, and we're just waiting for him to connect. He has some network problems, but that will be up and running right soon. If you have any questions that you want to ask him, you can feel free to drop it down low in the comment section. Thanks for everybody that's joining in. Let me give you guys some love. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again, round 2.
Hi.
Much better. Yes,
Much better.
we are in now time. Much better.
Thank you so much for making a change. I can see you clearly and I can hear you much better. Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. Um, Again, I was just telling everybody we're speaking this evening to Wasim, the makeup artist, MUA. Not Moa. How are
Not
you
more. I'm
doing?
good, thanks, in yourself.
No, I'm doing well. Just getting cold here in Johannesburg, but other than that, it is a great evening, a really exciting time, and I'm looking forward to this conversation with you. Are we ready to get started?
Are we ready to get started? I feel so nervous. Like, I feel very nervous. But go ahead. Let's have a conversation.
Don't be nervous. Um, so tell us more about yourself. Where are you from and who are you as a person?
Okay, so my name is Wasim, as everyone knows. I'm 34 years of age. I'm originally from small Free town called Port Elizabeth. I relocated to Johannesburg to Cape Town about 10 years ago. And that is where I pursued my makeup career because I knew that I was going to be very limited being in PE, wanting to pursue a makeup career because my dreams are a bit bigger than just a retail store. So yeah, I had that in mind from day one. And yeah,
Oh,
I've been in the beauty industry for some time now. Yeah, customer service, sales, makeup artistry, event coordinating. I touch base a little bit on everything, so I don't like to be stagnated on just doing one thing.
yeah.
So yeah, that's me like in a nutshell. Also, I'm a hustler of note.
You've been quite busy, yeah.
Yes.
What are you currently doing and what all do you do aside from what you just
Okay.
mentioned?
Okay, what I'm currently doing, I'm doing online lessons. So I attempted to go into the virtual learning space, which I was very afraid of. But I thought to myself, okay, what other options do I have as a makeup artist? I don't want to be just limited to be doing this because of lockdown. And yeah, I've been doing it for the last about 2 weeks, and it's been going very good. There's a lot of interest. Bookings are coming in, so that is what I'm currently doing.
Nice, nice, nice. Uh, Before lockdown, what before virtually doing your makeup lessons?
Before that, I literally relocated from Cape Town to Johannesburg. I started with a company called Note Cosmetics, and they have stands in all the Click stores. So I got the contract to be a makeup artist for them and roam in between all the stores because there's no makeup artist in any floor for the brand. So I was going to start off with building a relationship with them, and then lockdown happened, and then all of that just fell flat. And then I had to like just like push through and see what other like gigs I could get, and yeah, that's what I did. It was quite tough to be honest, but yeah, I'm a creative, so I thought of other creative ways to let business flow, and it worked out eventually.
Yeah, yeah. So why did you become a makeup artist, and what fascinates you about this line of work?
It all started so many, many moons ago before I became a makeup artist. I think before I came out of the closet, I think I was about, how old was I? I think I just hit about 20, just hit about 20. And there was a drag scene in P, very small, and I thought to myself, okay, it looks interesting, let me dabble into it, let me see what's it about. And then that's where I played with makeup. And then the other queens, as they call them now, would always like spot out and say, "You're the makeup artist," because I always try and just do crazy colors on my eyes and just be playful with whatever I could get my hands on at that time. So kind of like that, just like like hit a nerve. Like, okay, I can actually do this. Like people highlighted this from that point on, and then I was really interested in wanting to pursue a career in makeup. And that's where it all started.
Yeah, yeah. That's quite cool. I just want to go back. You said you're 34 years old.
I'm 34 years old. Yes.
Yo, you look 20 something, eh?
Yes, that's the goal. That is the goal.
How long have you enjoyed the art of makeup?
I've enjoyed the art of makeup probably ever since I've been doing dabbling into drag makeup, which was in my 20s, my early 20s.
Hmm. Hmm.
From that period, and then it just grew from there.
Yeah. How long did it take you to feel confident enough to show off your work?
Wow, that's a big one. I was very insecure about my artistry for a long time. I just felt like me just having someone in my chair in that space was good enough for me. Um, it's when I learned from other artists when I started at Mac. So Mac for me was the biggest pinnacle of my makeup career because there's things that I've learned at Mac which I've never learned at any other makeup brand before. And that is what gave me the confidence to want to pursue more than just being a makeup artist at a counter. They made me like do a lot more other things. So I grew as an individual in my art at Mac in that 4 year span, like most of it, because I was surrounded by other artists that were so good in other things, and I literally just learned off because there was a lot of flaws. My flaws were I can go into them, like lashes application, liquid liner. Those were like things that I struggled with, but I latched on to other makeup artists that were strong in that aspect, and I learned from that, and that's gradually how my confidence grew even more. So
Yeah, yeah.
I would say from my Mac years.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. That's very interesting, actually. And as well, especially how you pointed out, like there's been those struggling times, but you learn, like you learn from those struggling times, and then you grow
You
that
can you can never be as I believe as a makeup artist, you can never be in a capacity or space where you know it all. Even still this day, yes, I'm experienced in so much that I do, but there are so many artists out there that just paint differently, that has a different way of doing things, and I'm always in a space of like learning, and that
Yeah.
is what interests me about education. So that's why because I've acquired so much knowledge over the years, that me doing lessons really like opened up a new like era for me and space that I want to be learning a lot more because I know so much information. So that's where I'm at the moment.
Yeah. So with all that, what has been your hardest technique to learn?
The hardest technique will definitely be liquid liner. Liquid lining, you must have a steady hand to do it. And that was my biggest insecurity, but I kept on practicing. Practice make perfect. In all that you do, it's not only in beauty, but practice literally made perfect for me.
Yeah, yeah. For those that's clueless like myself, what is a liquid liner?
A liquid liner is females normally wear them, and you draw them on the eye area with a little bit of a wing, so that it makes the eye look a lot bigger and just like opens up that space. So it's very popular. Like a lot of females, even like in the Elizabethan times and the Egyptian times, they like love liquid liner. That for them was like their beauty thing. So it's
Okay.
literally just a line that you draw on your line, and it just creates a little bit of a bigger shaped eye.
Oh, okay. Thanks for informing my clueless self. What cosmetic products do you use on a regular basis?
What cosmetics products I use on a regular basis? My foundation stick from Revlon has been my go-to because it's just easy to apply, easy blendable, and it's something that guys can use as well. It's a skin-like foundation, and I love wearing it. That is my go-to. Highlighter and bronzer, and my brows. As
Yeah.
long as my brows are done, my skin is glowy, I'm good.
Cool, cool. What is your favorite item in your kit?
My most favorite item in my kit has to be my highlighter. I feel like I get excited when I apply highlighter on my clients, and they get excited as well when I apply highlighter on my clients. So that for me, it's like just it will excite anybody once I do that. So definitely my highlighter.
Yeah. Well, what does that highlighter do? Like, what does it do
Okay,
different?
so the highlighter, if you can see, there's a glow in my skin, right?
Yeah.
So a highlighter just emphasizes and makes that a lot more dramatic and glowy. So it emphasizes your glow. That is what a highlighter does.
So, tell me about two season makeup trends that you find interesting currently.
Currently, it's probably one that's been around for a while, and it's the fluffy brow. So in the fluffy brow, before it became the fluffy brow was the brow where the artist would apply a soap and just flatten out your brow so it looks like it's attached to the rest of your face and it's not standing up. So it's like applying gel to your hair, but it's just flat on your brows. So they've been doing that trend at Mac for quite a long time on the runway, and ever since it was a hit on the runway, it didn't really spread out as big up until influencers made it such a big thing on the fluffy brow. So that has been a trend that's really interested me ever since my Mac days, seeing that it's still trending now. So yeah, definitely the fluffy brow. Wouldn't the second trend? Oh, I would say like wet skin. So skin that looks, when you do makeup and it looks like skin, that just fascinates me. I love when people do makeup and it replicas skin so beautifully. So those
Yeah.
are the two trends I really find quite interesting, and I will probably continue with doing like for quite some time because it's fresh.
Now, you know what I find very interesting is the perception of how makeup has evolved over the years. You know, and I mean, I've also been one of those people that be like, can people stop wearing makeup and just keep natural, keep to their own face? And now you look back and you see that this looks like somebody's weapon or their superpower, or like makeup enhances people's confidence, people's it gives them like a cape to say like, yo, I'm gonna conquer this day, because we've got this kind of we had, I suppose, because now it's becoming more common. We see guys, straight guys that would wear this or that, because makeup is becoming something that people are living with from day to day now. So it's interesting to be kept up with a trend as well, to see now that most people are applying makeup, like, okay, cool, what's in, what's happening, and what can I look forward to, Yeah.
Makeup has become such a big thing lately. In the beginning, it wasn't such a big trendy thing to do, but it's like it's become such a big trend. It's like when you put the clothes on your back, when you put products in your hair, it's part of that routine. It's become such a part of a beauty routine. And yes, just to like bank off on what you were saying, makeup is an armor. It's an armor that a lot of people apply on their face to like go out in the world to face it. It gives them that level of confidence. I know that my confidence gets boosted levels up the minute I have like makeup on my face, and inevitable. I'm sure a lot of people that they have that feeling or emotion when they apply makeup on their skin as that confidence booster. So definitely, I will agree with you on that.
Yeah. For everyday makeup looks, do you like a natural or glam look?
I would say definitely say a natural look. For every day, natural for me would consist of foundation, concealer, light application. So when I say light application, you must still be able to at least see your skin. So for me, that is natural. A lot of people's natural is quite different. So natural for them would be like maybe putting a lot of foundation on. For me, it's you can still see your skin. There's a natural glow. It's less product used very tastefully. That for me is a natural, beautiful wedding makeup look.
That's a good tip, though. That's good advice, yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play a quick game called 5 questions, 5 seconds. All I'm going to do is
Okay.
5 questions, but each question you need to answer within 5 seconds. Um,
Okay.
Basically, whatever comes is not hectic, just whatever comes to the top of your head, and then
Okay.
you
Are
just,
you gonna are you gonna buzz when it's over or do I count? Do you want me to count?
I'll count, because you can't answer and count,
Okay.
so I'll count
Okay.
for you, and then I'll
Okay.
just be like,
Okay.
no, time out.
Okay. 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 Let me try.
I should actually invest in a buzzer. It will be better. Like,
You should.
okay, let's do this. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
List 5 things anyone can find at home to use for DIY beauty tricks.
Okay. One of them is a Rizzler paper that they use for cigarettes. You use that to blot out oils. You can use normal soap for your brows. You don't have to use the shop brow, which is the glycerine brow. So for your brows, the third thing would probably be things around the house. Prit for your brows. You can use that for your brows as well to flatten it. The next thing would be my 5 seconds are probably long over. Maybe like sherbet or something to touch on your lip so it looks like a stained lip, perhaps. That could work. So I only have 4. That's 4. Do you want one more?
Since you already went 2 minutes into it, let's go for the.
Okay, okay. What else can you use from home? Oh geez, let me think. Egg, yes, egg. So the egg white, you can use egg white on your skin as a face mask. So you can use that. So that's 5 things.
Thanks. 5 seconds is a long time. Long time. Drag can be done without makeup.
Sorry, your question is drag. Drag can be done without. Yes, drag can be done without makeup because drag is not only your face. Drag is what you put on your back. It's the clothing you wear. It's the way you style your hair. It's your attitude towards life. I think everybody has a sense of drag that they wear. It's not necessarily something feminine or flamboyant, but it's in shield and armor, and it's something that they show off for the rest of the world with confidence. So that for me is drag. It's your confidence is drag.
That's fresh, yeah. The one person you would like to work with one day is?
The girl, my geez, one person I would like to work with.
5 seconds is gone. But I'm gonna allow you to.
Probably like a makeup artist from overseas, like Mac Daddy for me is like I think he's so adorable. His makeup artistry is awesome, and his line of makeup is beautiful. So definitely Mac Daddy. I would love to learn from him more in terms of a business sense on what to do. So yeah, definitely Mac Daddy. He's an influencer in the States.
Who always has the best makeup, and if they didn't style it themselves, who is their makeup artist?
Oh, say that again.
Who always has the best makeup, and if they didn't style it themselves, who is their makeup artist?
Are you speaking locally or internationally?
Any. Any.
Any. Oh.
Okay, let's narrow it down to locally. Locally.
Locally.
We're having some technical difficulty there. But as I said, you guys, for everyone that's tuned in, we're talking to Wasim, the makeup artist. If you have any questions about makeup, you can feel free to drop it in the comment section. And are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
You back? Okay.
Broke up there, so yeah,
Okay, can you hear me now?
we can hear you.
Okay, I was saying, I would probably say J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, for me personally, herself and her makeup artist, the way that her makeup is done, and the line that she has with Inglot, I would definitely say J-Lo.
Okay. Is natural beauty also beautiful?
Yes, natural beauty is beautiful. I have, this is for me, is natural beauty. I have no foundation on, no concealer, just good skincare and a positive attitude and some laughter and some smiles. And that for me is, yes, you can wear your natural skin beautifully.
Awesome, awesome. So I just want to give our audience and our guest that's watching, a time because somebody asked, how about an online class in drag makeup? Now I know you've got online classes that you're currently running. Is it all types of drag makeup routines that you're doing?
Okay, so for I can do a drag online makeup class for someone on a one-on-one level. My standard rate is on promotion at the moment for 200 Rand for an hour one and one. Drag makeup will be definitely longer than an hour and a half, so a double booking of that 400 Rand for like 3 hours would be decent time to do a drag look. And yes, I can teach drag virtually for longer, but yeah, I can do it. Can be done. So
Awesome,
yes,
awesome.
Marvin, do DM me, and I will be sure to set up an appointment if you are keen to learn.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, you can go and follow Wasim underscore MUA, and then you can see his work as well as DM him to find out more about his online classes. What do you think guys or boys or men simply misunderstand about makeup?
Misconception girls and boys have about makeup is that it's a lot. They have this tendency to think that all makeup looks has to be this Instagrammable look with hair that has a lot of makeup on. So for me, that's the one thing. And the second thing is that you have to be a perfectionist when it comes to makeup. Yes, makeup is an art, but there is makeup tips and tricks for day-to-day people that are not so fully skilled as a makeup artist that can execute beautiful looks in a very simple manner.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Do you think guys have warmed up to the makeup and what
Some
makeup can
some
do?
some guys have been warming up, to be honest, like ever since my time on the retail floor. There were guys that would come to me in private and ask me like questions privately about makeup. Some days when I don't have a lot of makeup on because they'll feel more comfortable to approach me. Whereas other times when I have a lot of makeup on, they won't feel as comfortable. But things that definitely has changed. Like straight guys has been a lot more curious about skincare, about basic makeup application. There's a few guys that sent me messages and wants advice as well. So definitely the times has changed, and men are waking up to wanting a bit more, touch-ups on their skin to look a lot more cute than what they are. Ever seem just love your work. Thank you so much.
What's the best way to nourish your skin from the inside out?
From the inside out, number one is water. Water is so important. Hydration is probably like one of the most important things for our skin. When we use so much makeup and there's pollution in the air, we need water to keep our skin hydrated, to constantly detox. So that for me is a number one big factor. Second thing is probably collagen powder because we need more collagen in our skin. So for me, collagen powder is more of a natural way. There's a natural preservative for your skin to make it healthy from the inside out. So definitely a collagen powder for your skin.
Nice, nice. Gloria wants to know if blackheads should be popped because she feels it is extremely painful.
Sorry, repeat that for me.
Gloria wants to know if blackheads should be popped.
Blackhead should be
Blackheads.
popped. Oh, you see, that's blackheads should be popped, but the thing is, once it's popped, it needs to be filled with something. Like it needs to be cleansed and cleaned. If you do pop your zit, do clean it, cleanse it, and tone it. Because what happens is if you pop your zit, it's an open space, like an open wound. So what's happened with an open wound? It wants the outside to come in, so it's going to infect that area. So yes, it is safe to pop a blackhead, but be sure to tone it and to cleanse that area after you've popped it. And don't pop it till it
Yeah.
bleeds, because some people would pop it up until it bleeds. Just pop it up until the white head or the blackhead pops out, and don't like pop anymore, because the more you do that, you're going to be bruising your skin. So don't pop until you see blood, basically.
Right, so it's actually good because also for all bacteria and things, like it's good to keep that clean. And thanks for answering that question for Gloria. So
Correct.
where do you see
You're welcome.
yourself in 5 years?
Sorry, repeat that for me.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Definitely teaching. I want to teach. So I would like to have a studio space, even if it's like in a room, where I can teach on that platform. That's the one thing. The second thing is I'm working on a hairline. The brand is called Salt. So that's going to be a business that's going to be growing progressively. It's taking some time to get there, but it's a work in progress. So definitely my hair business. So those will be the two things that's going to be my main focus that I'll be doing in the next 5 years. There are other things that I'll be dabbling as well, because I don't like just doing makeup. I don't just do makeup. I do other things as well. I do marketing for spas. I do media posters for a lot of people. Yeah, I do a bit of everything. I don't limit myself to just doing one thing.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's actually really exciting though, because I mean, especially in these days and times, if you're more equipped and skilled in different things, that could actually aid you and help you out better. Yeah. So what tips can you give to someone that is struggling to learn the application
Advi-
of makeup?
Advice I would give to someone that's learning makeup application: number one, practice. Number two, use very little product to begin with, because the minute you apply anything, whether it's foundation, concealer, eyeliner, eyeshadow, if you use a lot of a product, it becomes messy and you almost become almost like clumsy. Whereas if you use less product and you gradually build your makeup application, that builds confidence as well. The third thing I would say is a steady hand. So best advice for steady hand: if whoever does makeup application, take your hand, lean it on a table, and work from it like that, so you have more of a base to work from. That would be my advice for people that are struggling with makeup application. Oh, and book me, book a lesson.
And as I said, you can book lessons and you can get to know more about Wasim's work if you join him on Instagram. You can go over to his account at Wasim_MUA. Then you can also ask him more questions and he'll be able to assist you. But please take note of his current online classes or lessons, because it's essential, especially um, for these times. Everybody's trying to be in the know-how. And since you know how, based, like I was going through your work, and I'm just scrolling because I was just trying to promote the interview. And I was just,
I saw.
yeah, you do quite super. You're quite super at the things that you're doing. Yeah. Have you worked with any celebrities, and who has been your most favorite to work with? So let's first work with the
Who
celebrities.
has, okay, just to rephrase the question, was the question that what is my most favorite person or celebrity I've worked with?
Okay, so have you worked with any celebrities?
Worked with
Who
any
are
of
they?
them?
And then,
Who's my favorite? Ooh, okay. Okay, I've worked with quite a few celebrities. In Cape Town, I worked with Paxton. I've worked with Robin Peters, a friend of mine. I've worked with Craig Lucas. I've worked with Salome. I've worked with PJ Powers when she had a gig. I've worked with, what other celebrities else have I worked with? That's just a few. And then one of my goals in terms of celebrities was Sumizi. So when I did Sumizi's makeup up in Johannesburg, that for me was like my highlight. Like, okay, now I can call myself a celebrity makeup artist. So yeah, that was the goal for me, and that was my tick highlight.
By the way, I just want to
Favorite
find.
of all of five. Sorry, favorite of all of them would probably be Paxton because she would book me on a regular basis, and we have a very close bond. Very easy to do a makeup application with. I know what she likes. We always talk about new ideas. I miss it dearly. So definitely, I would say Paxton would be my most favorite celebrity that I've worked with.
Oh, nice. Nice. What I wanted to find out is when you're working with these celebrities, is there a particular brief that you have to follow, or do they just trust you based on your experience to say that you kind of know the artist and you know where they're going? Uh, do you, is
Okay, when it comes to celebrities, firstly there's like a private and confidential conversation that I have with them first and foremost because whatever they share with me, whatever they do in my personal space, I do not share. It's like an indemnity that I have with them. That's the first thing. The second thing is I have a brief, so I would brief to see like what type of event they're going to, and then run through the possibilities. Um, Bounce off. Okay, sorry, just to go back on your question. Um, I would probably say their confidence will derive from my experience as a makeup artist. I think that my imagery on social media would probably speak for itself. There's like a lot of images that I don't have on social media that I should probably post. But yeah, I would say social media probably gives a lot of people the confidence that, their makeup will come out looking pretty good for camera. Because I love doing makeup for camera in essence and fashion. I would say that is where um, celebrities would pick up or look for in the artist.
yeah, yeah.
I hope that
No,
answers your
thanks for
question.
it did answer my question. Thanks for answering that one.
Okay.
So, do you have any beauty hacks for us that you can share?
Beauty hacks. First one is before people apply foundation on their skin and they have like dark rings under their eyes, or like a dark area around their mouth, which is usually like hormonal. Um, People use an orange color corrector to correct that area first before they put foundation on top of that. So my hack would be an orange lipstick, perhaps, if they have. If you want to pick up an orange pigment or color, that would be an easier thing to then use as a color corrector. That's the one hack. The second hack would probably be in the previous question you asked me about with the 5 second question, and that is your Rizzler paper. So the Rizzler paper people use to like roll the tobacco in. That paper can be used to pick up oil. So if you have your makeup on your face and you have a bit of an oily skin, if you place that Rizzler paper onto the skin, that picks up the paper neatly on there, and it doesn't mess up the rest of your face. So that for me would be beauty hacks that I think a lot of people would have issue with oily skin. So I would think that would
Yeah,
help a lot of people just to like control that space.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want to thank you so much for this evening. Thank you so much for sharing your passion, your knowledge about makeup. And I'm hoping, I'm sure that you've inspired someone out there to say, okay, cool, this is what I'm looking at, this is what I want to do. So I really appreciate taking your time. I'm sure everybody was expecting and waiting for you to just like show us a whole bunch of color palettes and just be like, this is what
If you wanted to have done that, I could have brought my stuff out and I could have like gone all out for you. Maybe the next call. We just schedule
they,
another little interview. I can do a little tutorial, a little lesson actually. We can do a one-on-one lesson. There we go. I can do one with you online. That would be fun.
no, it's actually a friend messaged me and was like, okay, cool, please ask him if he's going to do a tutorial. And I was just like, that's a cool idea, but at the same time, because you're currently running your online tutorials, I thought, okay, cool, let's rather have people join you and then goes hand in hand with
But I'm keen. I would not have had an issue to have done a tutorial with you on your interview, because for me, I seize opportunity for marketing wherever I go. I'm a marketer by heart. So it will be just
yeah,
another marketing platform for your followers. You know, if I can get a couple of clients of that platform, I mean, come on now, it's called business. I would have done it. So
yeah.
I'm keen to set up another interview with you, then we can do it.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. I really appreciate that. And everyone that's watching is my witness that you just told me you're going to do another one of him,
No,
which is
no, I
so
said
exciting.
that.
So just my last few questions. I want to know, how has the COVID-19 and lockdown impacted your career?
It has impacted my career in a very, very big way. I almost, because I worked for myself for quite some time. It's probably been like 2 years ongoing that I've been working for myself. Um, it's put a dampener. It stopped me from my contracts and my clients, so I had to think outside of my box on other business avenues and ways and how I think and do business. That's the one thing. The second thing is, what I've actually realized is that the people that's following me on social media has been probably my biggest support in this process, because it limited me with work. So, for example, my lessons came out of my virtual lessons came out of a COVID experience. So that to me has learned me a lot, that one has to, tap into other avenues to do business. So that's been difficult, but I have lots of ideas up in my brain, and I try to execute them as I come along, and they've played in my favor ever since. So definitely start building your social media, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, that's actually a good feedback, because we looked at this whole COVID thing and lockdown just like, it's dampening, and it is. Yes, some people have lost jobs, some people have gone through the most, businesses have gone through the most, but it's also forcing us creators to say, okay, cool, this has been my passion, this is what I like doing, let me push forward for something else. And I'm glad that you actually using that to your advantage, and now also offering people an opportunity to have one-on-one experience with you on an online platform. That's cool, yeah.
No, that's definitely true. And for other people, just to extend on that, I see a lot of my friends and the actual close friends of mine that even reached out to self-employment. So a lot of people that I know now moved in the employment where they're getting opportunities for themselves, which is such an awesome thing, because I feel like, I'm going to say this, as colored people, we tend to limit ourselves to just what's in front of us. And we don't tend to look at what's more than just in front of us, and that's called the environment. People are stuck in an environment where all that they see is that what's in front of them. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would motivate more people to, be self-employed. Like, there's something that you're good at. Focus on it, try it out. If it doesn't work, try something else. People did not become successful overnight. They kept on trying different ideas, different things, and see what works for them, and they stick with it. Yeah, just to extend on that.
Thanks, man. What has been your approach to money, and what advice do you have for people about income that they receive?
Well, to be honest with you, like, money for me has been my biggest, I don't say insecurity, but I don't work well with money, period. I don't. And in the COVID times, I had to work very sparingly with my money. And when I say sparingly, I literally, like, whatever I get, half of it gets put away for a rainy day. It's actually raining now, for that rainy day. And the other half, I then inject in what else I can do for my business. So if I can promote a fly on social media, or if I can do other things, I think of my money very detailed. I count every cent almost, like, now. So for me, it's been good. It's been a good thing. I've made me, like, it like woke me up a bit. It's like, hello, you're not sure if you're gonna get that next gig or that next job, or what's gonna happen outside there tomorrow. So as an artist, I feel like yeah, save some money. Like save at least half of it. Whatever you're getting, save at least 50% of it. It's difficult, very
Yeah.
difficult. But just
Yeah.
save that half.
Yeah.
Whatever you get, save
That's
half. Yes.
that's my faculty of passion where my day job is working in finance, and my passion is the education of finance. And the reason why I'm doing this interview with Little Richie is to tell people, okay, cool, these are what people are doing, what they're excelling in, what they're
Mm.
passionate in, but also, remember there's the income factor to it. And like you're saying now, like, I know I was a reckless spender at some point. So you're saying, cool, cool. Money wasn't, like, let's coach, budget or whatever. But now with lockdown, with having to find new avenues, you're like, okay, cool. Let's also focus on finance and see how to better use our money. So that's quite cool. That's quite cool.
And it also has simplified our life. I think I've tried to live a simple life. It doesn't portray that on social media at all. But I do try to live a simple lifestyle. And living a simple lifestyle definitely makes living a lot easier. So scaling down on a lot of, I used to go out a lot, like eventing and eating out, and that was like dining was my thing. And that's why I spent majority of my money. Huh, okay. But yeah, like it slowed me down and I said, you know what? On a weekend basis, I've spent so much money. Can I invest that into myself now? So, those priorities has now changed. It's less dining and more investing in myself, which it's been a good thing so far.
Yeah. I just want to thank you again for this evening. I really do appreciate it. It was awesome chatting to you. I'm actually quite looking forward to the time when we're going to do your tutorial so that people can see your work
But you
firsthand.
must join me on it. You must join me on it. I want you to join me. Do you wear makeup or not?
I don't even wear any like lotion
That
cream.
that would be fun. That would be fun. I think I'm gonna DM you like simple things to maybe get, like 2 or 3 products, period. And then we can
Okay.
try to like get the best out of those products for you. Inexpensive. If you're not a makeup wearer. If you're up for it, I'll send you a DM.
I'm a good sport and I will do it. But I literally not like I think the only thing I probably use is for the beard. But that's also not
Mm.
on a regular occasion. Like everything, I don't put anything on my skin. So it was going to be so exciting to actually do that with you and just try a few things. But it would be good to just engage with people. So if they've got any more questions, they can then feel free to ask you.
I'm
So I
I'm
really
definitely I'm definitely keen on that.
awesome stuff. So for those who are watching, for those who are joining, I really appreciate it. As I said, you can join Wasim at Wasim_MUA on Instagram, and then you can see his work. And again, join his online classes that he's doing. Please do continue supporting our artists, our professionals in South Africa. So next week, Thursday evening, I have a comedian. His name is Prince. He's been on a lot of our screens. He's been performing at a lot of places. So next week, Thursday evening at 7 p.m., join me for the interview with Prince. That's all from me this evening. I don't know if you've got any last words. Wasim?
Any last words? I want to first say thank you for inviting me on your platform for this interview. I really enjoyed it. You've posed questions that made me think about, things differently, which I like, and that is what I wanted out of an interview. It's how do I view things differently from someone else's point of view. So I want to say thank you for your questions. They were professionally put together, well structured, well thought through. And great job with your interviewing. Like in the beginning, you were speaking about your confidence. I can definitely see your confidence levels has definitely boosted up. So thumbs up to you and thank you again for having me on your platform.
Thank you so much. Look here, I'm already looking for a date that's available so I can just book our next slot for that for our next session. But anyway, everybody can just join us in again. But as I say, join me every Thursday at 7 p.m. only on Instagram at @literature_. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Enjoy, guys. Thanks, Ricky.
Bye.
Bye.